Okay, good morning, you guys. Today we're just going to talk about the stress and intonation, and also we're just going to talk about how to say our likes and dislikes. So, last class we saw about the introduction, and then we saw how to answer how often questions, um, and also we saw some topics, and in in the IELTS exam the teacher may ask us, I mean, the examiner may ask us negative questions. So, what don't you like about um, going to trip or something like that? So, negative questions may arise. So, we have to be prepared for these kind of questions. And we will look at another type of questions now, another type of communication now. So, expressing likes and dislikes. Likes and dislikes. First, we have to look at, we'll just read it out and then we will look at the meaning of these sentences. Now, expressing likes and dislikes. In part 1 and 2 of the speaking test, you will be expected to use English to talk about familiar topics. This will include talking about your likes and dislikes. In IELTS, it is helpful if you look directly at the examiner and use your face to help you communicate. This is not considered impolite in English. So, um, in IELTS exam, they will be asking us familiar topics, familiar questions, and regarding that, we have to answer. And the examiner will expect us to use facial expression to communicate with them, and also look at them straightly so that we don't avoid any awkward conversation. So in English, it is not rude to look at the examiner. So in other parts of the culture, it may be considered as rude, but in English, it's not. Now we have to practice. Ask and answer questions about your favorite, least favorite food. Um, Report your findings like this. So, what's your favorite food? Okay, I like fish very much. Um, I like any dishes that's made with fish. I okay. I um, I like meat, especially fish. So I love any dishes that makes with fish. So what mistake I'm making is I have to give a topic sentence, and then I have to explain them. So topic sentence. So our my question is, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite food? I like meat, especially fish. On top of that, I love side dishes that gives that people that oh my god, I don't know what to say. Okay, what I'm trying to say is that I love fish, and on top of that, I love um, sides that come along with fish. What's your favorite food? I like meat, especially fish. On top of that, what to say? I don't know what to say. Okay. What is your favorite food? What is my favorite food? I have to think about it. What is my favorite food? I don't have any favorites. Yes, I do. I have favorites. Fish is my favorite food. And then I have to expand it. What should I expand it? What should I say to them about fish? Okay, let me gather some ideas. So I like fish. The reason why I like fish is the reason why I like fish is It is tasty. Okay. Um, it is soft. While I consume it, I feel like I am eating a sponge, which I like. Okay, what is your favorite food? I like I like meat, especially fish. The thing that I like about fish is it is so soft while you consume it, and also it gives us protein as well. Okay, ask and answer questions about your favorite least favorite. So, what food or drink don't you like? I don't like beef. But my husband does. Why? I don't like beef, but my husband does. The thing is, in my culture, we don't eat beef, but in my husband's culture, they do. It's not a big deal to eat beef. The thing is, in my culture, we consider cow has a god, but in my husband's culture, it's a totally a different story. That's it. So next we look at example. Peter's favorite food is rice, but he can't stand bananas. Jane loves pasta, but she doesn't like cake. Okay. Um, I like meat, especially fish, but the one meat item that I can't stand is beef. The thing is, in my culture, we shouldn't eat beef. It's against my religion. Okay. Test tip. We look at that. Good communicator says, I'm afraid I'm not very keen on pasta dishes. Bad communicator says, I don't like dishes. So, useful words and phrases. I adore, love, not keen, constant, delicious, tasty, horrible, revolting. Okay. I'm afraid I'm not very keen on pasta dishes. I don't like pasta dishes. Good communicator, bad communicator. So if you want to say what you like, you can say, um, I'm afraid I am not very keen on meat, especially beef, but I love eating fish. Fish dishes. Okay, so you shouldn't say I don't like pasta dishes. That's like a rude way to address the examiner, address a topic in English. Use intonation and word stress. Try to stress important words when you speak and use intonation appropriately. So we need stress and then intonation for IELTS exam. So stress, that is said to be we have to stress important words. So when I say I like pasta dishes, I'm afraid I'm not very keen on meat items. The speaking examiner will mark you on your pronunciation of English as well as your use of vocabulary and grammar. So, use of vocabulary and grammar is one of the marking criteria, and also pronunciation and fluency and coherence. So, you have to be very careful while you use stress and intonation. You have to use those two things, but intonation should be done appropriately. And stress is also an important thing to do while you're speaking. Important thing to do while you're speaking. Listen to some people expressing negative feelings and underlying the stress that they use. Okay, I'm going to stop share now. Within a second. now what we're going to do is we're just going to look at these three sentences, and then we have to mark how they are using stress and how they are using intonation.
2. What's on the menu? Speaking. Exercise 2. I don't like vegetables and I really hate cabbage.
I'm afraid I can't stand cream or anything that's made with it.
Don't you think cold coffee's really horrible?
So in these three sentences that they have spoken, we already saw they stress really, and then constant, and then again really. So we'll just look at it again, and then we'll just mark out some
2.
intonations.
What's on the menu? Speaking. Exercise 2. I don't like vegetables and
I don't like vegetables, and I really hate cabbage.
really hate
Really hate. Really hate
cabbage.
cabbage.
I'm afraid I
can't
stand cream
stand
or
cream
anything that's made with it.
or anything that's made with it.
Don't you think cold coffee's
Cold coffee,
really horrible?
really horrible. Okay, I'll check out the answers. What is it? Okay, again. Now, as we have seen, I don't like vegetables, so there is a slight um, rise in here, and I really hate cabbage. So how he did is, I really hate cabbage. So I really hate cabbage. So you just have to raise the pitch. So intonation is actually pitch about pitch and rhythm. So you have to do is you have to raise your pitch. I really hate cabbage. Cabbage. So he has finished the statement. I'm afraid I can't. I'm afraid I can't stand. I can't stand. So what he did is, I can't stand cream. So I can't stand cream. I'm afraid I can't stand cream. I can't stand cream. So these two sentences have raised higher, and then anything that's made with it has become lower. Don't you think cold coffee is really horrible? So really, really has been pitched high and then horrible. Don't you think that cold coffee is really horrible? Okay, so these sentences have been stressed very much because they think that I can't stand, they don't like ice cream, and then they like vegetables, and then they really hate cabbage, and then cold coffee is really horrible. So they don't like cold coffee. And then, okay, next we will look at the test technique. We often use I'm afraid or unfortunately before the negative comment. So if in your IELTS exam, if you had a chance to say what you don't like, you just can't say that I'm afraid I'm not very keen on. Okay, so and then I'm afraid I can't stand ice cream. So these two sentences are really helpful. And on top of that, we have adore, love, and then can't stand. So I'm afraid I can't stand. I'm afraid I can't. I'm not very keen on. Okay. So these are the negative comments. So these are the positive comments. So you don't have to use I'm afraid. And then unfortunately, so these I'm afraid doesn't include. And then delicious, tasty is a positive comment, and then revolting, I wouldn't use this word because I don't know what that means. And then horrible, I'm afraid, don't you think coffee is really horrible? So really horrible, I'm afraid I can't stand, I'm not very keen on. And then I don't like vegetables, I really hate cabbage, I really hate cabbage. So really hate, you just have to write in here so that you won't forget. Really hate. So these two sentences, these two words, I mean, really. Hold on a second, I'll be back. Okay. Um, I really hate. That is one of the way of saying. I'm afraid I'm not very keen on, and again, I'm afraid I can't stand. I'm afraid I can't stand. I'm afraid I'm not very keen on. I really hate. So practice saying sentences like this with your partner about food you dislike. So dislike, use facial expression to help you communicate. So the part that we saw is about what we don't like, and now we are going to see about the positive feelings, and then we have to do it accordingly. Now we'll look at
Knit
okay. Now we will look at positive words. They are saying the same thing. They like ice cream and then they like vegetables, especially cabbage. So I don't like vegetables. I really hate cabbage. I I love eating vegetables, especially cabbage. And then don't you think cold coffee is really horrible? Adore iced coffee. It's delicious. I love eating vegetables, especially cabbage. And then I really like ice cream and anything that's made with it. So we'll just look at these sentences, how the speakers speak, and then we will mark the stress words.
2. Speaking. Exercise 3. I love eating vegetables, especially cabbage.
I really like cream and anything that's made with it.
I adore iced coffee. It's delicious.
Okay. I love eating vegetables, especially cabbage. I really like ice cream and anything that's made with it. I adore iced coffee. It's delicious. So in these three sentences, we will just mark some stress and intonation. Again,
Knit 2. Speaking.
Exercise 3. I love eating vegetables, especially cabbage.
I really like cream and anything that's made with it.
I adore iced coffee. It's delicious.
I love eating vegetables, especially cabbage. I really like ice cream and anything that's made with it. I adore iced coffee. It's delicious. So we'll just practice it again. So in this time, we'll just look at the rhythm.
Unit-2. Speaking. Exercise 3. I love eating vegetables, especially cabbage.
Mm, 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 mm. I love eating vegetables, especially cabbage.
I really like cream and anything that's made with it.
Mm, I really like cream and anything that's made with it.
I adore iced coffee. It's delicious.
Mm, mm, mm. I adore iced coffee. It's delicious. Okay, now we will move on to the next section. Practice saying sentences like this about the food you like. Use facial expression to help you communicate. So what you can do is use facial expressions. I don't like vegetables. So what you can say about this, I'm afraid I'm not very keen on vegetables, especially cabbage. I love eating vegetables, especially cabbage. So your facial expression can communicate as well. The examiner will look at you while you express your thoughts. Now, exercise 4. Sometimes we don't know how to explain why we like or dislike something. In this case, it helps to stress certain words and rather simply to the food or the quality or effect that it has. Listen to the practice saying some of these statements. You can use just to emphasize how strong you feel and show that you have no other reason. So the thing while I'm speaking English is I get really tired and it feels like I'm out of breath. I really have to work on that. It feels like I'm really out of breath. My throat hurts, and I have to use more of my speaking ability, more of my strength while I'm speaking in English. But in the case while I'm speaking in my native language, it's not the case at all. My native language comes very flawlessly, but speaking in English um, gives me tired, makes me tired. I'm afraid I just don't like eat at all, meat at all. Sometimes we don't know how to explain why we like or dislike something. So while at the start of this video, I don't know how to explain myself. I don't know why I don't like fish, why I like fish, why I don't like beef. So I don't know how to explain myself. So in that case, what we have to do is we have to stress certain words and simply refer to the food or the quality or effect it has. So we have to stress certain words, some words. So I just can't stand the smell of it. I really hate the taste of ice cream. I just can't stand the smell of fish. I really hate the taste of ice cream. I really like what toffee does to my teeth. I don't even know what toffee means. In this case, quality or effect it has. So quality or effect it has. So I just can't stand the fish, or else I can say I just can't stand the smell of fish. So why I don't like fish is because of the smell. So I can simply say I just can't stand the smell of fish. I just can't stand the taste of ice cream. I just can't stand the smell of beef. Or love the taste of ice cream. So I'm just simply explaining why I like it. Okay, so this is good. Actually, the author is a very good author. I had this problem before at the start of this lesson, but I now know how to explain myself. I just really like what sweet things. I just so food. I don't like food, and the quality and the effect it has. So effect we can say smell, taste, and then the quality we can say sweet things. Can use just to emphasize how strongly you feel and show you have no other reason. So no other reason. Now we will look at the final audio.
2. Speaking. Exercise 4.
I'm afraid I just don't eat meat.
I just don't eat cheese at
I just don't eat cheese
all.
at all.
I can't stand the smell of fish.
The smell of fish.
I just love the taste of ice cream.
I just love the taste of ice cream.
I hate what toffee does to my teeth.
I just really like sweet things.
I hate what toffee does to my teeth. Okay, here you can see. If you further read once or twice or thrice, you can see. So first, the author said how to explain the food, and then how to explain why you don't like the food, how to explain why you don't like the food because of its quality and the effect that it has. So first is type of food drink. So type of food drink, I don't like cheese, I don't like meat, and then the quality. So the fish has a smell, the fish has a taste, the ice cream has a taste. So quality you can see like that, and then effect. So what effect it has? So if you eat toffee, it may erode your teeth. It may make your teeth go black or something like that. So it is an effect. These three bold letter things I did not notice earlier, just now I noticed after listening to the audio. So I am reading this page for the third time. I mean, this day, third time. Before I used to read this once. By teaching in the YouTube, I can learn more. Okay. So now I'm afraid I just don't eat. I'm afraid I just don't like meat. So why I don't like meat? That's another question. Again, I just can't stand the smell of fish. So it has a quality. The fish has smell. So that's why I don't like fish. Okay, and then I just love the taste of ice cream. I just love the taste of ice cream, especially the chocolate flavor is my favorite. Okay, I just love the taste. I just love the taste of ice cream. My the chocolate flavor is my favorite. Chocolate flavor is my favorite. It's my favorite. I hate sweet things. I hate what toffee does to my teeth. Toffee does to my teeth. It makes my teeth go black whenever I drink it. I just really don't like sweet things. My teeth go bad whenever I eat sweet things. I'm going to play again.
2. Speaking. Exercise 4.
I'm afraid I just don't eat meat.
I just don't eat cheese at all.
I can't stand the smell of fish.
I just love the taste of ice cream.
I hate what toffee does to my teeth.
I just really like sweet things.
I hate what toffee does to my teeth. I just really love sweet things. I just love the taste of ice cream. I can't stand the smell of fish. I just don't like meat. I just don't eat cheese at all. I just don't eat cheese. I just don't eat cheese at all. Okay, today the class is over. I finished only one page. I think it's bad. That said, I think we are making progress. Just by reading, we are making progress because we are reading it again and again and again, so that we can comprehend the information. So effect, quality, type of food, and this and that. So today class is over. Thank you for watching. Bye guys.